Hi friends, I'm here with another yoga offering. Please grab whatever props you might need, and as always, do what feels right for you. Feel free to skip or change anything that doesn't work for your body. Let's start lying down today. So you can come into a savasana type position, spread out, and close your eyes. Settling back into the floor. And come into a nice steady rhythm with your breath, inhaling until you're full, and exhaling until you're empty. And anytime you notice your mind has wandered onto other things or you're checked out, just as soon as you notice, come back and feel your breath. And then use the breath to explore whatever pose you happen to be in. The inhale can be a nice opportunity to create or experience spaciousness. Is there anything to expand, lengthen, open? And each exhale, using that natural releasing quality to surrender. Feel more grounded, more ease. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead, stretching out long through the arms and legs. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flexing your feet, reaching through the heels of the hands, the heels of the feet. And then bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in. Straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling, and then flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times in both directions. And then release. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. And you can adjust where you hold so it works for your body. Keep the left leg grounded. And then release. Bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist. Staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, like a big tug of war from one end to the other. Release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in and take a little circle or rock. Let's grab hold of just the left knee now. Drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close. And then straighten the left leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times in both directions. And then release, bend your knee back in, open the knee out to the left and straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Feeling right where you are. Let's release, bend the knee, bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then straighten the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal, reaching through the ends, a little more through one side and the other. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, take a little circle or rock. And then drop your feet to the floor, getting set up for some core. We'll start by drawing the belly in, pressing the lower back down from the inside. And then we're going to cross the right leg on top of the left, like eagle, shins parallel to the floor and the ceiling, interlace fingers behind your head, and then lift the head and chest up. So this is pretty much it, and we'll just add a very small movement. Each time you exhale, squeeze the legs together and up. As you inhale, release that squeeze. So very subtle, but pretty intense. Keep the belly pulling in strongly the whole time, face relaxed the whole time. And each exhale, legs squeeze together and up. Let's take one more. And then release, head down, bring your hands to the front of the right thigh. Push your hands into your leg, push your leg into your hands, breathing deeply. And release. Unwind and switch. Other leg on top. Interlace fingers behind your head, maybe other thumb on top. Lift the head and chest and keep this. And then just add very subtle squeezing the legs together and up each time you exhale. Keeping the tension isolated where it's useful and softening the face. Let's take one more. And then release, hands to the front of the thigh, and you choose how much you work here. Pushing your hands into your leg, pushing your leg into your hands, so you're just matching your own resistance. Last breath. And then release. Let's drop the feet to the floor, interlace fingers behind the head, and then just simply lift the head as you exhale. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. See if you can initiate this movement from the abdominals contracting. So not too much momentum, not too much arm strength, just abdominals contracting to lift the head and chest. Let's take 3 more. 2. Last one. And release. Stretch long through your arms and legs. Bring your knees in. Little circle or rock. Make your way up to sitting and all the way forward into a high push-up position. Spreading fingers. Feeling the strength of your underside lifting you up. And then shift forward to lower down, low push-up. Come into your back bend. Cobra or up dog, as low or high as feels right for you. Opening up the front side. And then back to down dog. Take your time. Maybe moving around in this first down dog. You could pedal out your feet a little bit. Pulling the hips up and back. And then drop the knees, sink back to child's pose. Releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Just taking a moment to rest, remembering that you can rest anytime. With your arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. Pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through the left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog and then walk your hands and feet towards one another. And we'll hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart. Parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You might take a little sway or shake out. Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Come up to the front of the mat, into mountain pose. Hands can be together, feet could be together or apart. Drawing energy up through the center, all the way past the top of the head. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And please take the time you need for all your transitions. And here we'll rest in any neutral shape. So down dog is one option. You might come back to child's pose or sitting or on the forearms. One more deep breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up to the ceiling, bend your knee to your chest, and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Feeling what you're doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sink low. Exploring the pose, using your breath. Last one here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go like ragdoll. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Settle in. Last breath. Release, hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Maybe through a vinyasa, maybe just stepping back, just feeling what you're doing. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, and then bring the left knee towards left upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Sink low. Each inhale, look for space, length, expansion. Each exhale, grounding, ease, surrender. Last breath here. Tip forward. Standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple blocks. Try and do this with hips square and upper body releasing, head hanging. Last breath. Big step back. Warrior one. Draw the belly in. Shoulders drop down. One more breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then settle into a good rest, letting go. Finding ease. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips sink low, head reaches high, shoulders drop low, fingers reach high. Feeling what's going up, what's going down. Last breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. From here, come into warrior three, and you can modify or adjust however you need to. Prioritize that your hips are square and your torso and back leg are connected, straight, long line. You can have a bent or straight supporting leg. You can take any arm position. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Just one breath and then make your way back to down dog. Could be simply stepping there or taking a vinyasa or moving in some other way. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. How much can you feel what you're doing right where you are? Big step back, arms up. Warrior 1, release. Finding your way back to a good rest. And whether you're resting or working, keep that slow rhythm with the breath. Last breath here. Come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, 1 breath. Step back, warrior 1. From here, open out, warrior 2, and then take your time settling in. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior 2. Deep bend in the front leg. Big yawning reach from the fingertips all the way down to the hip. And then straighten the front leg, triangle, reach out to come down. Last breath here. Let's release. Hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Next inhale, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior 2. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Both shoulders down. Let's straighten the front leg. Triangle. Last breath here. This time to release, bring both hands to the floor and turn to face the wide side of your mat. Wide-legged forward fold. We'll let the upper body release. Let your head hang. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You can take your feet closer or further away from one another. And if it's difficult to reach the floor, feel free to use a block under your hands or A little bend in the knees could make it more comfortable, but let the upper body just drop. Keeping legs more or less how they are now, walk both hands over towards the right. And you might take hold of the right foot or just go in that direction. Just feeling what there is to feel over here. And you are welcome to explore. Maybe there's some movement or variation that's interesting for you. Come through center and over to the other side, maybe grabbing the left foot or just going in that direction. Just being curious, if there were no right or wrong way to do this, what would you do? What would be interesting for you? Let's walk the hands over to the right again, and we'll turn all the way to face that side of the mat, coming to a high lunge, and then taking a twist. You can either keep your left hand on the floor and lift the right arm up, or take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee for a prayer twist. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, walk through center and over to the other side, high lunge, left side, taking a similar variation of the twist. So if you extended the arms, do that again. If you took the prayer twist, try that again. Last breath here. Let's release, hands to the floor, make your way back to down dog. Let's drop down to hands and knees, table. We'll get set up for a twist, thread the needle. So we're going to lift the left arm up. And then curl from fingertips down. Thread this through, coming all the way down onto your shoulder inside of your head. And you can push the right hand into the floor, rolling open through the right shoulder. There are many variations of this, so feel free to explore, experiment. Release, find your way back to neutral, back to table. You might take a few rolls through the spine. Come back to neutral. And same thing other side. Right arm lifts up this time. Curl from fingertips down, thread it through, coming all the way down onto your shoulder, inside of your head, pushing the left hand into the floor. How does this work for your body? What are you feeling? And if you shift your weight or try something a little different, what are you feeling then? So we can customize each of these poses through trial and error. Let's release, come back to neutral, back to table. Take a few rolls through your spine. We'll make our way back to down dog. And then bring the right knee forward for pigeon pose, right side. Scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. And then come down onto the elbows. See if any support would be useful. You might prop up the hips, put in a little blanket or cushion under you. You could use something under your chest or forehead. And what is there to let go of here? Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time making your way back to down dog. You might take a vinyasa. You might just step back or move in some way that helps bring balance to the two sides, integrating what you've just done. And then when you're ready, left knee comes forward, pigeon pose, left side. Adding any support if support is useful. Last couple seconds here. Let's release. Find your way back to down dog. Maybe a vinyasa, maybe just stepping back, feeling what you're doing. Okay, let's drop down to the knees. I want to give a few options. So something for everybody. Gentle option is going to be elbows on the floor, palms together, inching the elbows forward, sinking hips back, and to make it a little more intense, you can push into the fingertips and separate the palms. So this is a great shoulder chest opener. So you might just hang out here and alternate between this and child's pose. Second option, dolphin. Measure off the forearms so they're just shoulder width apart, palms facing down, tuck the toes, lift the hips. You can hang out here or alternate between child's pose and that shoulder stretch. If you feel safe to do so and you have space around you in case you fall, you might take one leg up and experiment with shifting more weight into the elbows, possibly getting a little hover for your toes. If you like the idea of doing this but may fall and you have a wall nearby, take a moment and bring your mat over to a wall. So if you are working on finding your balance, start with the very small shift of weight. So maybe just hover up. If you end up taking a swing, have it be a very small swing so you don't put a hole in your wall. And you could just try both sides a few times. Taking breaks in child's pose. Or that shoulder opener with elbows on the floor and fingertips pushing into one another. And let's make our way onto our backs. Bring knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. And just check in with your body. What's still needed? Is there anything else you want to do to wrap up your practice? You might even pause the video and keep going for a while. If there's a last pose or stretch you'd like to get in, take your time. Seeing what would feel good for you right now. When nothing else is needed, go ahead and get comfortable in your final resting pose. So that might mean putting some extra layers on, could be grabbing props, support. I'm going to talk us through a little facial massage, which you can participate in or not. If you'd want to wrap up your practice in some other way, go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. If you'd like to join me, start by getting your body comfortable, symmetrical, relaxed. Could be Shavasana or some other symmetrical pose that's passive. And if you have something on your face, take it off. And we'll begin by rubbing palms together, getting some heat and energy in your hands, and then place your palms over your eyes, sealing out the light, encouraging your eyes to not only close but relax. Keeping eyes closed and relaxed, you can bring your fingertips to the center of the forehead and start to rub from the center of the forehead towards the temples. And you can keep coming back to the center, spreading towards the sides of the face. You might use your fingertips or thumbs. Good firm pressure. Exploring different parts of your forehead. If you find a place that's tender, you might hold it with steady pressure, little circles. Whole time letting your body release back. Let's bring our fingertips to either side of the nose, pressing into the sinus area, pressing and spreading towards the sides of the face. If you suffer from allergies, there's a acupressure point right in the divot on either side of the nose. You can probably find a tender area. Good for relieving tension in the sinuses. You might even feel them open up as you press there. And just experiment all around there. Interesting little pressure points. You can work your way along your cheekbone, following it all the way to the side of the face where your jaw connects to your skull, that hinge joint just under your ear. You might even open and close your mouth to feel how that works. And exploring all around there, the strong jaw muscle. You could give the earlobes a squeeze or pull. And working your way along your jawline, all the way to your chin, giving the chin a little pinch or press. And then take the heels of the hands and make a couple big circles into your cheeks, massaging the cheeks into the cheekbones and teeth. And then go back over any area that needed a little extra work. Could also give your scalp a rub, like a dry shampoo, with your fingertips. Might give your neck and shoulders a little squeeze. When you're finished, just smooth over the face. Imagine you just washed your face and you're wiping away the water. You can shake it out of your hands, and you might give your own forearms and hands a little rub after that hard work. And then just check in with the rest of your body. Anything else needed before surrendering into your final resting pose? Make any last adjustment. And then let go into the floor. Letting go of the control of your breath. Start to deepen your breath again and slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Just bringing a little movement back into your body. You might rock your head side to side. And just increase this movement gradually through your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. Coming back to a comfortable cross-legged position. And bring hands together at the heart. And take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. And let that gratitude extend out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for practicing with me today. Hope you have a great day.